Good morning, all. Those know me, they call me Professor Book, and I specialize in management and leadership. But today, I would like us to talk about leadership in Africa. Firstly, maybe we need to define the concept a leader or leadership. Now, I'm going to define the concept according to the late Nelson Mandela. I quote, he says, a leader is like a shepherd. He stays behind the flock, letting the most nimble go on ahead, whereupon others follow, not realizing that all along they are being directed from behind. Close quote. Those were the words of Nelson Mandela in defining what does it mean to be a leader. I know there are different schools of thoughts with different definitions of what a leader is or what leadership means. But now, like I said, I would like us today to focus on the leadership in Africa. We all know that Africa has a rich leadership legacy, which unfortunately could not be maintained by the predecessors of the great leaders. Now, to name the few, we can remember our traditional leaders like Shaka Zulu, Kim Moshoeshoe of Basotho, Ellen Johnson, Samara Machel, Thomas Isidore Sankara. Then we talk of Jomo Kenyatta, Julius Kambarage Nyerere. We talk of Alpha Omar Konare, the former president of Mali. We talk of Kwame Nkrumah, the former first prime minister of Ghana, and of course Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela, just to mention the few. Now, these leaders are regarded as the greatest in Africa because of the role they played in their nations, or perhaps in Africa, in the whole continent. And they are seen and regarded as strategists and nation builders of their tribes. One needs to understand that there was no formal leadership models that was being followed by these leaders in leading their nations. But now, one researcher by the name of Mazuzui in 2007 attested that there are 5 leadership styles that are being followed by African leaders. He mentioned the names like reconciliatory leaders, housekeeping styles, disciplinarian, and a patriarchal leadership. Now, this difference in leadership, they represent the diversity in Africa, which shows that Africa is a diverse continent. Now, from this, it clearly shows that Africa has a potential to unite and focus towards one goal of nation building and economy development. But like I said previously, that we've got these great leaders with this great legacy, this promising, prospect, and unfortunately, their legacy being turned into corruption and civil wars and depletion of natural resources by the predecessors. Now, the main question is, will Africa ever produce greatest leaders who will change the continent like the greatest leaders that I've mentioned? Now, perhaps it's very important to understand what is the meaning to be a leader, or what does it mean to be a leader. Now, the mistake that many people does, or the mistake that leaders do, is that they tend to think when they are leaders, they own people. But the research shows that, or when they define what is leadership, they'll tell you that leadership